Hey, this is Keith at Half Tracks and Honeybees. Hope y'all are doing well today. Well, in this little video, what we're going to show is how I transfer a swarm from a swarm box over to a regular hive. I had the good fortune of catching, I think, a couple of swarms yesterday, and we pulled the box down on one of them early this morning, closed it up, went and got it before sunrise so none of the foragers will be out. So now we've got it sitting over here in the bee yard, and we're going to put it in a regular hive. So here's how we do that. Okay, so here's our setup. Here's the box the swarm's going to be going in. I've just got a couple of brood frames in there, drawn comb. Here's the swarm. And here's a little box that's got 3 brood frames in it and some food that I'm going to put in here that'll anchor this swarm into this box. I've never had a swarm leave a box after I put brood in it. So hopefully we'll continue that good score on that. I've got a box of heavy wax foundation over here we're going to stick on top because we all know that swarms are comb drawing machines. So we'll try to take advantage of that and get some frames drawn out. I haven't looked in this box yet, so you're going to see it at the same time I do. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put these brood frames over there first. This one is a lot of cap brood to keep the population up for a while. A lot of good nurse bees. I went ahead and brought the bees with me because this came out of one of my resource hives that's getting too big for its britches. So this will kind of serve 2 purposes. It'll help the swarm and it'll help that resource hive. Just checking for the queen. This frame's got some pollen and some nectar and some open brood. So the swarm's instincts will kick in and keep them in this box. The parental instincts. Okay. Let's get the rest of the bees in the box. Okay. So now, we'll see what this swarm looks like. Y'all ready? They look pretty good. Hanging on the outside of the box yesterday. I'll put a link to that at the end, so you can see that video. Okay. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 frames of bees. I can't remember what kind of frames I put in here. I know I just put some empty frames for placeholders. Now remember, I run all mediums. So this is a medium box on top of a empty medium. That's one reason I like to move my swarms fairly quick so they don't build a bunch of crazy comb in that empty space at the bottom. There's a good frame of bees. Got a little bearding going on. Looking for the queen. Pretty sure she's in here. The way they, after the swarm landed on the box yesterday, they walked right in. So, pretty sure we got a queen in here. Big old drone. Some good frames of bees here. There's another one. There was some young larvae on one of the brood frames that I put in there, so if there's not a queen, they can certainly make them one. Just put an empty frame there. Now, I always like my swarms to feel right at home. If you saw my shorts, I promised them free HBO and free breakfast and all kinds of stuff, so I got to come through on part of that, so we'll definitely give them some free breakfast. Here's some fondant patty. Hive Alive fondant patty. Not many folks talk about using this stuff in this application, but man, it works great. I don't have time or want to mess with mixing up a little bit of sugar syrup. This stuff is like solid sugar syrup. It's easy. And I've got a little half a pollen patty here. We're going to tear all this stuff up in little pieces so they'll eat it quickly, so we don't have to worry about hive beetles. Okay. Now, we want to put our box of Peerco foundation that I added extra wax to. I'm just mashing this down just a little bit on top of that food. When you got a drawn out box that's full of stuff, it mashes it on its own. And I'm going to stick a brood frame right here in the middle just to lure them up here a little bit. Let's see. Still got a few bees in this box that we need to dump. Why didn't y'all remind me of that? I think I'm going to dump them in front of the hive because there's a bunch of junk in this swarm box that I don't want to dump into our good box, and then let them find their way in here. Let me, y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. I don't want to dump all that in our new hive, but let me take a quick look and make sure the queen's not in here, because that would kind of suck. Don't see the queen. So we'll go ahead and put our screen inner cover on in their top. Okay, I'm gonna get a better angle on this. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my little ramp right here. We're gonna dump this box right at the bottom of the ramp. Okay. So now this few bees down here, they can fly up here, they can walk up here, they can do whatever they want to do. And I don't see the queen. A little bit of honeycomb. And that's how we do that. Hope you like it, ladies. It's all yours. Hey, it's me again. And FYI, the bees went right up the little ramp to the hive. There's only 2 or 3 left down here. There goes one. Go to your new house, girl. You're gonna love it. Ain't bees just amazing? I guess that's why we all love them so much. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? It's always enjoyable sticking a swarm in a box and seeing how they do. And that's how I do it. Normally, you really don't need 3 frames of brood, but that little resource nuke was running over and I didn't want to mess with it, so I just pulled the 3. It'll help it'll help the swarm. If there's not a queen in there, they can make them one. Ended up with several frames of bees in that box, so it should do just fine. And we'll check on it in a few days and see how they draw that heavy wax foundation out. So that's always a plus with a swarm. But speaking of swarms, I'm heading towards the little outhouse, Johnny house. And I'm pretty sure there's a swarm in this box. They're not flying like scouts. And they were here late last night and early this morning. What y'all think? I believe there's a swarm in that box. But I ain't gonna mess with it today. It's too late to close them up and catch all the foragers. We'll have to do that tomorrow maybe. But tomorrow we're gonna pull honey. So might have to wait till a little bit later. They got room in there. They'll make a mess, but they'll be okay. Well, if you like that, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you like my crazy channel. And please make sure you always take time to enjoy the buzz. Y'all take care.